Bernard Lodge land dispute has been in the news over the past couple of days, and with so many persons estimated to be affected by the sale, we had to search for the details. Presidents Hugh Johnson of the Small Business Association and Michael Blake of the Bernard Lodge Farmers Group are here with us. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
The President of the Small Business Association, Mr. Johnson, explain your role in all of this.
As a small operators, Small Business Association has taken upon ourselves to represent the concerns of small operators in the country, small enterprises. Not only that, I'm also a legitimate farmer.
In that area?
In that area.
Okay.
And for that reason, I'm here. The group, they have asked me to be their spokesperson, and Mr. Blake is the president, because we're having some serious issues.
Tell me about these issues.
Can we, sorry, go ahead. I want to give the people, for those who don't know, an idea of what's happening and where's the Bernard Lodge in Portmore, right?
Bernard Lodge is all that parcel of land from Caymanas. Everybody would know the Ferry Police Station, going west on both sides of the road. If you would go through if you would take the toll road on both sides of the toll road, all the way down to in the Innswood area, Artlands area. All those parcels of land would be referred to as Bernard Lodge. The issues are, one, farmers have been farming on this land for a number of years with lease holding from government, long lease with government, because you know it's a government property. Only to be asked to leave within a week. Some get 30 days, some get 6 months to leave.
When were they asked?
Over a period of a few weeks ago. And the argument is that this land has been sold to private enterprise because they want to do farming here. But I remember some time ago a report out of the cabinet saying that an entity was given permission to occupy, I think it's about 400 acres of the land, but it stated unutilized lands. So we wouldn't expect for the occupied lands that farmers have spent millions. I personally, just to clear my land, to get rid of some massive guango trees that were in it, it cost me over $1 million even before I start to do proper land prep for the work. And the farmers, we have cleared this land, utilizing it now only for it to be sold to a private entity without any discussion, without any knowledge, and you are being given a short time to move. It brings into question the level of transparency as related to disposal of government assets. It brings into question the challenge with food security, because we are doing some massive farming on the property. Are we serious about food security or what? Or we want to balloon the import bill?
What are you saying now, Hugh and Michael? In this, so talking about food security, is there a relocation plan that is going to give you the same quality of land to continue doing what you're doing?
I would want to interject here. There is a proposed relocation site that has no water, no road, absolutely no infrastructures. The infrastructure for the property that is in dispute now, the irrigation system will cost at least $180 billion.
For where you're supposed to be relocated to?
Where we are now.
Or where you are now, okay.
$180 billion to put in that infrastructure in terms of the irrigation system that is there. And that does not include the wells. At whose expense is the government transferring this amount of wealth to a private entity? The relocation site that has been proposed is where they used to house the slaves in slave days.
The enslaved, the Africans.
The Africans,
yes.
the enslaves.
And
the soil is not conducive to farming. And as the president, I speak for the group. And we are saying if we are farming where we are now, and somebody want to farm, why relocate us? Why the person that want to farm, why you don't put him down where you want to send the farmers?
Let me jump in first to something that you said, sir, and I'm told that they said you would be compensated. Now, I'm not certain exactly if that means you could get back the money that you did spend to clear the land and stuff. The other thing that says they're going to put 17,000 houses, schools, hospital, a fire station,
And agricultural projects.
Yeah, on agricultural projects. You don't believe them? You don't buy that?
No, there is a master plan. They have shared that master plan with us. Looking on that plan, our only conclusion, it's not a master plan, it's a background master plan. It is
Correct.
putting us back to 1838, where you would have moved the slave from the arable lands, send them in the hills of where they can only, with marginal lands, and put the slave owners on
Folks
the
are
plain.
not here to defend themselves. What do you want to see happen?
I want to publicly challenge Mr. Shakir, who is the chairman of this group. He had come on here and publicly stated that the matter is being handled poorly. That is the fact. He has stated so publicly. We are saying that we want to know what step has he taken as the head of this entity to correct the same and for us to arrive at an amicable solution.
And that solution would be what, as I was asking Mr. Johnson?
One, farmers are under duress. They are unable to enter their farm because of blockages. So we are saying that we cannot negotiate under duress. So one, allow farmers to reach to their farm.
Wow.
Two, we must come to a decision as it relates to the compensation that we're talking about. And three, all of the reports that we have seen suggest that putting 17,000 houses on that plain will jeopardize the underground water aquifer that is there and let it be susceptible to saline intrusion.
Are you suggesting that you do not want to move, the farmers? They just don't want to move, or they are willing to move?
Or is
if
it
things...
too late?
We are not sure. We are not sure as it relates to where they are, because our information, unofficial information, is that all of this plan predates even they coming to us. And we are saying that is unfair. If government is for the people, you must exercise that.
Do you want to move, or will you say no?
It's not a first choice, but we are not saying that we will never move. Because
I think then let me come in. Where is it? You're proposed to the proposed site is the Baju Farms of the Dunbehold in Portmore.
Totally
where you said that the enslaved
there is
were...
no infrastructure there.
It's swampy?
It is swampy.
Crocodile and mosquito infested.
Correctly so.
Infested. With high concentrations of salt that make it no good for farming. So are you saying no way to there?
No.
To that area.
No
way to that area.
Correct.
Is there an area that you guys know of? That
where we are is the best fertile soil.
If you have to move, God forbid, is there an area that you would be comfortable with moving to?
We have not explored that possibility, but we are not against looking on alternatives.
So this is very recent activity, right? The announcement was made to you, say when? A month ago? So have you had enough time to explore? And why are you not sitting at the table with the chair of the enterprise team overseeing this new development you mentioned, Mr. Shakir?
Okay.
Why aren't you all
All
at
right.
the table?
We have had a meeting in December with him in his office, a group of farmers, and we had certain understanding, and all of those have gone through the window as it relates to. He assured us that in moving, we would be looking on a 9 months window so that we could start to do whatever preparatory work we could have done in that 9 months, only to see that within days farmers are unable to reach their farm. And certain utterances from SCJ staffing as it relates to derogatory argument and discussion with farmers. Farmers feel disenfranchised, abused, and neglected.
How many farmers are we talking about?
We are looking on 300 farms.
300 farmers.
Correct.
Hold on, I just want to. Let me ask you, what are you farming out there? Onion,
All right.
talk to me.
Everything.
Everything is out
Everything.
there. Wow.
Everything.
Worst case scenario, what will happen?
Privy Council.
When?
Well, it's,
we're in
the
the
court will
process.
determine that.
We're in the process of addressing that.
Okay.
And it's a collective decision. And I lead on the instruction of my farmers.
Yeah, no problem. Unfortunately, Mr. Shakir and his group are not here to defend themselves in any way, but let's hope that everything will work out. We have to go. Thanks a lot for coming.
You're welcome.
President
We're
Hugh
grateful.
Johnson of the Small Business Association and Mr. Michael Blake of the Bernard Lodge Farmers Group.
This is scary. It's just the cost of development. And for all the farmers out there, I want you to know that you're so important. And I really hope that we can come to some. It benefits everybody. We have to go, Michael.
Still ahead.
Sorry about
Let's
No,
sit
don't
with
get
us
up
for a
here. Don't get up.
Still ahead, more from the band
Don't
and
get
vegan meals in a calabash. But first, the
Yeah.
apostle.